So I recently purchased this Hoya. It was labelled as a Hoya Honeydew. Now, as you can probably guess, honeydew is not an official botanical name. So I got curious and decided to try and find what the correct specific epithet for this plant is. When I googled Hoya Honeydew, lots of other different names came up. Burtoniae, DS70, Bilobata. But the name that caught my attention the most was Tsangii. And the reason why that caught my attention was because I already own a Hoya Tsangii. And as you can see, it looks quite different. As you can see, it has very long, thin leaves, which look totally different from the leaves of this Hoya. So this all then set me on a quest to find which one is the real Hoya Tsangii. This Hoya is from the Philippines, and it was first described in 1998. It was originally called Hoya Odette or Odettiae, named after Odette Cumming. Another Hoya, this Hoya, was called Hoya Tsangii, and it was described in 1988. Now, here's a little bit of planty gossip for you. The person who called this one Tsangii was actually meant to call this one Tsangii, but named the wrong herbarian sheet. So the name ends up going to this one, and this one's name ends up reverting back to Hoya DS70. Now, there does appear to be still some debate out there in Hoya forums as to whether or not this one should actually be called Hoya Tsangii or if it should be continued to be called Hoya Odettiae. A lot of that sort of debate stems from the fact that the naming of this one was a mistake, but the general consensus seems to be that this one is Hoya Tsangii, the true Hoya Tsangii. It should also be noted that a lot of nurseries and growers will still mislabel their Hoyas. So if you have a Hoya Tsangii that does not look like this one, that's why. So as I said before, this Hoya reverted back to Hoya species DS70. It is also known as Hoya SP AFF burtoniae. So SP stands for species and AFF stands for affinity. So this one's name is Hoya species affinity burtoniae. Essentially what that means is that this is very, very similar to Hoya burtoniae, but it's not quite the same. There is some belief out here that this is a subspecies of Hoya burtoniae.
I just want to say that I saw somewhere that DS70 is not correct and that it should be called Hoya species affinity burtoniae, but I have not been able to find that information anywhere else to confirm. So if you know more about Hoyas than I do and you know the answer to this, then please comment down below.
All of this kind of explains why this one was labelled Hoya Honeydew, because that is a far more marketable name than DS70. The flowers are also supposed to smell a little like honey, and hence why that one was called Hoya Honeydew. Hoya DS70 or Hoya species affinity burtoniae is also often confused with Hoya Bilobata, which is understandable because they do look quite similar. I don't have a Hoya Bilobata, so I can't properly compare, but from what I understand, Hoya Bilobata has completely smooth leaves, while Hoya DS70 or Hoya species affinity burtoniae has pubescent leaves. So that essentially means they have the fuzzy velvety leaves that is known as a pubescent leaf. So if you have a Hoya that's labelled a Hoya Bilobata but has very fuzzy leaves, then it's probably not a Bilobata. I mean, it's definitely not a Bilobata. It is most likely Hoya DS70 or Hoya species affinity burtoniae. I have also seen some comments online saying that you can tell Hoya species DS70 because they have a sort of pinkish undersides and a purplish rim, but that's not actually always the case. So the reddish colour in leaves comes from sun exposure. So this one doesn't really have any red leaves now, but if I were to put it in the sun for a while, the leaves would start to turn red. So just bear in mind that the reddish colour of the leaves are not always an indication of what type of Hoya it is. I hope that all provides some insight for you into different Hoya names. In the Hoya world, there is a lot of debate about which Hoyas should be called what, which is kind of interesting to research but can make things very confusing for consumers. Yeah, I hope this video clears up a little bit of confusion for you. If you like these sort of videos, please leave a like on this one or leave a comment down below. If you want to see some more planter content, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!